Did you know that each year there are over 1 million dogs and cats being euthanized in the US shelters simply because there are too many pets coming into the shelters and not enough people considering adoption? As someone who loves animals and has adopted a pet before, this sad statistic has made me want to convince the rest of you to consider adoption. So, to save more animal lives and combat inhumane practices, we need more people to consider adoption instead of shopping for their pet. With this information, hopefully, you'll be able to see the benefits of adopting and how you can save a life through this information. I'm first going to go over the issue of overcrowding and euthanization in the shelters, then move on to what are causing those issues, and finally, how adoption can help combat this problem. So first, the sad statistic with shelter animals. There is 2019 data from the American Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals that show that 6.3 million animals enter the shelter annually. And from that number, 1.5 million are euthanized. There are 5 states that are responsible for 50% of these deaths, and they are listed here. Overcrowding is another issue that leads to animal death in these shelters. Overcrowding basically causes a lot of animal stress and other detrimental health issues such as disease spread and animal discomfort. So now that we know more about what the issue is, I want to move on to what are causing this problems. And one cause specific to dogs are the existence of puppy mills. Now, according to a 2017 article done by the Humane Society, puppy mills are basically high volume, inhumane dog breeding facilities that basically churn out puppies for profit. And these puppies end up having pretty bad health issues due to poor sanitation and overbreeding. Now, according to their data here, there are 10,000 puppy mills in the US currently, with 500,000 dogs being kept solely for breeding and 2.6 million puppies being sold each year. I have additional data from 2021 from the American Pet Products Association, which basically shows that 34% of dogs had come from breeders, while 23% had come from adoption. Now, another cause for this issue is adoption preferences. If you guys don't know, Priceonomics is an organization of data scientists that basically help companies analyze their data. And in their 2015 study, they had found that tuxedo cats have the lowest rate of adoption, and black cats have the highest rate of euthanization. Now that we know more about what is causing this issue, I want to go over what the solution is. And the solution is simple: adopt, don't shop. And it's proven to work. If you remember the 2019 statistic from the American Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, there were 1.5 million animals euthanized in 2019. And that number is a great improvement from the 2.6 million that were euthanized in 2011. And that number comes from an article done by Andrew Blum of Time magazine in an article published on February 2022. The increasing rates of adoption have definitely helped contribute to this improvement, but data from Best Friends Animal Society in 2021 show that this can be improved. For example, if you see here, there were 84% of people who were considering adoption, but only 40% followed through. So if we were able to raise this adoption rate number, we would be able to greatly improve the issue of overcrowding in the shelters. Now, what are some things we can do now, though? Well, for now, if you are looking for a pet, consider adoption. If your friends or family are looking for a pet, maybe try convincing them or informing them to try to get them to consider adoption. And even if none of these apply to you, you can still take action simply by following some shelter accounts on their social media. So I have 2 listed here. There's the West LA Shelter's Instagram handle, as well as the Los Angeles Dog Rescue's Instagram handle. Now, just to wrap up, I have discussed the issue of overcrowding and euthanization in animal shelters, and what are causing those issues, and finally how adoption can help solve this problem. And it's important to pinpoint the exact cause for the issue of overcrowding and euthanization in order to come up with the best strategy to combat the problem. And remember, if you want to save a life, you don't need to have some fancy superpower. All you need to consider is adopting your pet instead of shopping for one.